Hi there, and welcome back to another BobBlast. I'm Bob Burridge, and this one is all about sketching in my sketchbook, why I sketch, and how I do it, and I'll do some demos, but I'm going to show you the different kinds of sketchbooks, all the materials I'm going to be bringing on the riverboat cruise to Paris. You know, I don't want to bring a whole lot of stuff, you know, and so it is all about sketching on location throughout Paris and throughout France, and what kind of materials I'm going to be bringing. Let's get started. I can't wait to show you. So for sketching, we use a sketchbook. And there are many different kinds. Every art store has them, and every art catalog gives you all kinds of different. They all come in standard sizes. The ones that I like happen to be hardcover, spiral bound. Because look, it folds back on itself and it's a lot more solid to draw on, so I don't have paper blowing all over the wind. Okay, and you know, it does come in different thicknesses. I like the thickest one, the one that actually takes watercolor. You can actually come down here and see some of the different ones I've got in use. I have lots of them. They're all over the place. Some, the 300-pound or the heavier papers will say it will take watercolor. And that's kind of nice and important so it doesn't curl up on you. These are those water-soluble ink-tense drawing pencils on top of a black drawing pencil. I'm going to show you the materials. So they should be thick enough to take watercolor. And you'll have two kinds of surfaces. The smooth surfaces, which means it's hot press. Think of hot press, smooth surfaces. And if you want a little bit of texture, you want to get the cold press because it'll have bubbles and do all kinds of wonderful textures. Now, to create all these fun sketches, I used these ink-tense watercolor pencils. I'm going to do a demo for you on these. These are fantastic. They're dry now, and you just add a little bit of water, and voila, it turns into a beautiful permanent watercolor. They also have blocks. They look like they're pastels. They are not pastels, but they're soft like a pastel, and you use them along with these drawing pencils, or to, you know, put down a large area of color. And so I'll use these too. I'll show you in a couple of minutes here. My favorite drawing pencils, if I haven't shown them yet to you, are the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pens. These are fantastic. Pitt Artist Pens. They come in 3 different nib sizes, you know? And I have several of each, of all 3 sizes, because you never know. And I have a couple of fatties of Sharpies. If I want some really fat lines, I'll use those. Also some drawing pencils, big fat drawing pencils. Gotta have a sharp knife. Also, that's for sharpening the pencils, or make sure you have some real good pencil sharpeners, okay? Don't forget, you can either use your finger or a brush, so you're not too weird out there in the public, and some water source, all right? And with those sketchbooks, make sure you paint on the front cover so you know it's your sketchbook, otherwise they all look the same, right? And make sure you put your name on the inside. Whatever you have, make sure they can get back to you, because when you leave it on top of your car, along with your Starbucks coffee and take off, you know, it'll be somewhere else, right? So one of the fun things about sketchbooks is it's great for me to pick up an old one and go back and see a memory. I get to relive a memory, or I say, oh, that's a great idea. I did it about 10 years ago. I totally forgot about it. So the sketchbook is really your toolbox of ideas. It's almost everything's in a file, and you never know when you open up some one you just maybe did a couple of months ago. You say, wow, that was a great idea. I think I'll do that now. What I like about the sketchbooks, it gives me ideas and reminds me where I was. Here's a quick sketch, actually a longer sketch. This was not so fast. I sat on top of a rooftop when I was in Mexico, and the clothes were drying in the wind. It was a beautiful sight. I just sat down on the hut roof and started drawing with my artist pens, right? And then after it dried, in a minute up there, and then I just started sketching in with the colored pencils all over the place, just sketching colored pencils all over the place. Then I hit it with a little bit of water, and bam, there it is, a permanent watercolor. Let me show you how I do it. So this demo is all about the materials that I use when I go out sketching on location. And here we go. And I'm going to pretend I'm on top of one of the river boats sailing through Paris. All right. So I'm going to make this up. Here we go. You and I are going to make up. I'm drawing in Paris right now. So here we are in the river. It goes way out there. Woo. And maybe this guy here. Maybe we may have the Plein Aire. One of the bridges there. There's one of the bridges. You know, we're sailing through here, and here's the walk. So maybe some of the book stands. Now the streets. Crazy crowded buildings coming up like this. I'm just sketching fast. I love these Derwent drawing pencils. Put it in the shadows right off the bat. Here we go. The bridge. You can tell. Oh, people down there fishing. I'm reading Ernest Hemingway again. Movable Feast. It's all about his days of journaling in Paris. Getting into the spirit again, reading Hemingway, all about his days in Paris, along with Gertrude Stein. Fantastic. So this is the sketching. See how beautifully it keeps its line and doesn't run out. This is what I like about it. I get a very nice gray. Wonderful Derwent. Now, let's put in some color, okay? These are the pencils I was telling you about, which I love so much, the Derwent Inktense drawing pencils. So they're dry. I put them on dry. Put some red out here. I'm just putting it all over the place right now. Whoa. Just lightly. I'm adding, that was blue. I'm going to put some yellow on top of that. Yeah, it turns green. Duh. More drawing. Boy, it's pretty loose, isn't it? And then just for kicks, this will be the soft blocks. They call them blocks. Here's some. I'm going to put some yellow in here. I just want to show you how colorful this whole thing can be. When you use these materials. I'm making this really dark back here now. Woo! Okay, now the fun part. Let's add some water. You can either use your fingers or a brush. It's going to drip a little bit. Yeah. Look at this. Amazing. Whew. It's called sketching. I just wanted to show you how much fun it can be, and all these materials, plus my sketchbook, and some of the drawings, all fits in a little soft pack. I call it my man bag, my merce. Oh, by the way, you can even draw on it so people know that you're really a painter. Hey, thanks again for watching. I'll see you on the next BobBlast or in Paris. Hey, I'm not gone yet. I forgot to show you something really important to me. I actually have a book on a sketchbook. Happens to be my favorite artist, Richard Diebenkorn. The name of the book is called The Sketchbooks Revealed. And one of the things I wanted to show you, even someone as great as Richard Diebenkorn, he sketched all the time simple things, the human figures, his glasses, his pipe, cigars, and he did his journaling in there also. All different styles. The whole idea is making notes to yourself. It's your idea book. and it's great to see his, and this was a wonderful gift to me, and I cherish this. The Sketchbooks Revealed and the Richard Diebenkorn. He's just one of the many ones that I love, and see if you can find the sketchbooks of other artists. Hey, take care, and I'll see ya on the next BobBlast. Hi there. Hey, this year I'm doing a lot of workshops, especially abstract painting and collage workshops. It seems to be the most popular, thank you very much, and I love doing them. So the ones that are coming up right away, Key West in February, all right? Los Angeles area in March, Sedona in May, Hudson River Valley in May, Mendocino, California, August, all abstract painting and collage workshops. I'm doing many more of those, but to see more, look at my workshop schedule. I'll see you the next time.